Hey Aries, my name is Crystal. I am with Cell City Tarot. I will be doing your mid-month for September 15th to September the 30th. This is going to be Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, of course. What else? If you haven't checked out your September, go ahead and check that out. It's already ready for you. And so, yeah, let's go ahead and get started, Aries. Hope you guys are having an awesome month. September. Let's see. Got any messages for you. I've already pre-shuffled the cards. I'll do it a little bit more. I am, if you haven't watched my videos before, I am an intuitive reader. I also channel, and sometimes I channel more than I want to. Sometimes I don't channel as much as I'd like. So we'll see how that goes. I have messages for Aries before I get started on the cards. Anything for Aries? So many signs have gotten this, but this is one thing I'm hearing is that you will, like, some of you guys are going to be traveling for work. So many, like 3 signs have gotten that already, that they're going to be traveling for work. Anything else for Aries? Traveling. Careful with your immune system, just kind of like in the next couple weeks. Just like vitamin C, stuff like that. Be a little bit more cautious than normal. Okay, because I just saw like you might be getting sick, so just careful, because you can control that. If you're listening to the video now and we work on that now, then we can nip it in the bud. It's the most random names, but whoever Harry, a person named Harry. What about him? Maybe you'll feel like you're Harry because you're going to be stuck in bed. Just kidding. What's up with Harry? Who's this Harry person? Harry. A little bit stocky. Brown hair. Like light, kind of sandy brown hair. Kind of a round face. Blue or green eyes. Like hazel eyes. Dresses in like a white shirt, button-up shirt. Who's Harry? Harry is probably somebody's husband. I think he's like a husband. I don't know if he's you. If he's you, for sure let me know, because I'm channeling your energy like crazy. What up with him, though? What's going on? Why am I channeling a person named Harry? Why? Oh, God. His hair is like this, like kind of not like mine, like not like mine, but like his hair like goes like this, and like kind of like that. Some of you guys, if you resonate with this person, he worked at a car dealership. I don't know that he's alive. He might say hi. That might just be him saying hi. I've been channeling a lot of people who've passed lately, and I'm like, I'm just gonna roll with it. Lots of traveling for work. Anything else? Anything else for Aries? Alright, we're going to just start, and then we'll go from there. I probably will end up channeling more. What's up with Aries? Ooh, you're going to deal with it. There's a Leo coming in straight away. Let's see. It doesn't have to be, but we've got 2 cards for Leo already out. The only 2 cards for Leo. Okay. Damn it. Harry. Okay, so I just flipped this. I was like, oh, it's the bottom of the deck. No, this isn't, but we're going to just honor it because I just took it. If I see it, I have to, and I'm going to take another one from the bottom. So here it is. What card is it? Jeez, tarot. Let's see what we got. So the bottom of the deck card was the Wands. What's her name? Queen of Wands. I'm just going to honor these both as being the bottom of the deck because I took them both, okay? So let's go ahead on Aries with what's going on here with y'all. Okay, I keep getting something about this Harry person. Okay, thanks for that information, but I need to continue the reading. Sorry. It's hard. Sometimes there's a lot. When I start to channel, it's like everybody wants to say something, and it's a lot. So I can't do that because it's energy. And also, not everybody's here for one thing. So I am going to go ahead and just start with this. I was going to pull a clarifier, but we're not because I don't really need it. So the devil is here. This could be a Capricorn person. If it's Capricorn, then you'll know that this resonates with you. If you're a cross watcher, obviously this is you. If you're a Capricorn, because this is high there. If you're not, then this is a fire sign person. And this is the devil, okay? So if you are either dealing with a fire sign person, that could be Aries, Leo, Sag, or this could be your energy. If it's your energy, then there's a lot of addictive behavior going on, like checking up on something. Hang on. Anything else? That's all I'm getting. Okay, so either you're checking up on someone who's a fire sign or you're a fire sign. And if you are a fire sign and you're having, this is all about addiction. This is all about obsessively looking at something, obsessively doing something. So unless you are dealing with, like, some of you, like 1% of you might be dealing with like overconsumption of like alcohol or any kind of like drugs or smoking or anything like that. If you're doing that, then cool it, okay? Because like I said earlier, careful, because your immune system is not going to be its best, like toward like, you know, the 17th of September, 23rd, 24th even comes in. Okay, especially if you're traveling, like, careful with that. Like, just in the next couple weeks. If this is you, if this is the energy over the surrounding this is in regards to, if it's not you, if this is another fire sign that you're dealing with, then you're like obsessing about a fire sign person. Okay, like constantly thinking about them. So, or they're constantly thinking about you, okay, if you're dealing with a fire sign person. So, so let's just go ahead and I'm going to pull a clarifier on an oracle card. What's up with the Queen of Wands and the Devil energy, please, for September 15th to the 30th? Okay, blessings. So that always, whenever that card comes out, I always see it as like, if you're manifesting something, then something could come to fruition, okay? But it just, you have to be doing the work. If you're not doing the work, then, you know. The devil there, show me a clarifying card in regards to why. Let me grab a, I'm going to grab this zombie deck. This is called the Zombie Tarot. And I'm just using it for Major Arcana to clarify. So please clarify the devil for Aries. September 15th to September the 30th, please. Why do we have the devil here? With the Queen of Wands, please. Because of the star. So there is a lot of manifesting going on with the star energy. Here's the star. Okay. I'm going to continue forth and we'll kind of move on with that. I keep hearing, how could you, how could you, how could you, how could you, like over and over and over again. How could you? Anything else? Somebody's going to be getting like just, like cash, like actual cash, like a good bit. Like not like you're not winning a lot or anything, but like just a good bit of cash, like actual, like physical cash. Or you'll be dealing with somebody named Cash for like 1% of you guys. Anything else? Somebody might be dealing with someone by the name of Jeffrey or Jeff. Or you might be the cross watcher. Okay. Alright, let's keep going. My dog, if you can hear her, she's having dreams. You can hear her go whoop, 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 whoop. So if you hear that, that's what's happening. She's on the ground, though. Okay, so what's going on in your immediate situations? The Strength. This also could be Leo. And this is going to be in the heart of the reading, okay? Covering that's the Three of Pentacles. All right, so that's the Three of Pentacles is all about like a meeting with or a communication in regards to a situation. Getting together, in agreement, a conversation, things of that nature, okay? If it's not a Leo, then that's something that as you are the Strength card. If that is you, Aries, and you're taking on that energy this month, then, you know, you might be having a conversation in regards to, I'm seeing a couple different things. A lot of this, if it's not with, because it has to do with Pentacles, so this could have to do with work. There's a lot of not, there's a lot of like working around things. There's a lot of like almost like Tetrising in situations. Let's do situations, okay? So like different situations in regards to how you handle your Pentacles, okay? In regards to how you deal with your work environment. It doesn't have to be work, it could also be some form of an abundance. So let's do a clarifier for that, just because it's at the heart of the reading. I'm getting two different stories. So one story is just you're on your own. You've got this really fiery energy. Things are going really well. You're going to be dealing with a lot of stuff. It could be in regards to work. If it's in regards to your relationship, you're obsessing over, or somebody else is obsessing over you. There's a conversation that might take place, okay, because that's what these guys are doing, a meeting in regards to a situation with a Leo. I have to call it as it is because it's the card. So show me what's up with the Strength card and the Three of Pentacles for Aries, please. And I want to channel. I'm actually trying to channel what is happening with that, because I'm getting other random stuff that are it's just, you know what I mean? It's not super clear other than what I've mentioned to you guys. Why the Three of Pentacles and why the Strength card? Please show me for Aries. Okay, let's find out where it wants to stop. Strength. Oh yeah. With Mountain too, like it might feel as if, you know, whatever this might be, it might be a little exhausting. Because you got Strength. If it's not in regards, and it might, even if it is in regards to a person, you might feel a little emotionally drained. They might feel emotionally drained. There might be something going on. Okay, I gotta speak for both because this is Leo, you know, energy. But we do have at the bottom a fire sign person here, which you're an Aries, so that could be you as well. Okay. So I'm just going to tell the stories as they come in, you know. So if you're exhausted in regards to a situation, in regards to work, and it feels like, you know, some of you guys don't want, if you are traveling, you don't want to be traveling. This is the same fucking story every single time. Capricorn got a story a lot like this. So if you have Capricorn in your chart, definitely check out your, you know, if it's your rising or your moon or your Venus, whatever, check that out because it's similar energy so far. Because with this, we've got Strength, we've got another Strength here, we've got the Sun, which I'll get to in a minute. So if you feel like you're exhausted and you're climbing a mountain, you might be going to someone and being like, hey, I know I'm supposed to go do this, but I need to kind of get better control over what I'm doing as far as traveling goes. You might even be like, I'm not feeling great. I need to, you know, but you still have to go do the thing, you know. But, you know, if you're self-employed, then you might be kind of taking a moment to figure out, okay, well, how am I going to make my life a little bit less exhausting for myself? Because I'm exhausted at this point. Okay. And so let's go ahead and see what's going on. In the recent past, we've got the Sun, another Leo energy. Also, that's just feeling really good, feeling accomplished, feeling like you've got everything kind of together, all your shit's together, you're not worried about anything. Let's do a clarifier for that, please. What's going on with the Sun? Recent past for Aries. There's a lot of Leo energy, though. I can't deny it, because it's everywhere. So you might be dealing heavy, heavy Leo energy for Aries. And I'm not the first reader that, you know, that has said that as well. So show me what's up with the Sun. Some of you guys are just kind of exhausted. This cycle that you're doing, this is a toxic cycle, by the way. So whether this is for work, whether this is a relationship, it's a toxic cycle. See how they're chained to each other? So, and that's like, could be definitely, you know, like, especially with the star and the blessings and stuff, it's like manifesting something back in. But the thing is that, here's that, and then we've got the blessings card here. But if you're manifesting something back in with devil energy, it's not really the healthiest way to do it. So figure out what caused the situation to no longer be, for those of you who are dealing with that, because I can't not call it what it looks like, because that's what it is. It's no other story than that, besides if it's this work. If you're chained to work, it could be toxic. Like, you could be working way too much that you're getting exhausted and you need the strength to, like, continue. With the mountain here as well. Okay? So whatever the circumstance is, like, take the time that you need to, like, figure it out. Like, if you continue with a toxic cycle, if you leave this, say that you leave this toxic cycle, or if you've left it, okay? Whatever if you think it's toxic. So here we are, clean slate. You start it over again, it's going to keep going, you know? That's just, it's going to end the same way that it did, unless there are things that you need to discuss in order to fix that, so that you don't end up in that same shitty situation. That has to do with work, with whatever the hell we're doing here, with all this stuff. So, what's up with the sun? Somebody's listening to Purple Rain by Prince, and like they're really like, somehow they're resonating with someone. I think that's more of a someone. I don't know that that's like a job situation. It's purple rain, purple rain. Somebody's doing that with maybe that's your song, like if you were like breaking up with someone. Something. And like the beginning of the song, I never meant to hurt you. I never meant to see you cry or make you cry. I don't know. I don't know the lyrics like that well. I can hear them faintly, but I don't hear what the actual words are. I can just hear, you know, for what that is. So that's what energy's coming in for you. Okay, what's up with the sun? We've shuffled this enough. Thanks. Okay. So whatever it was like a breath of fresh air. We were able to breathe. You know, it was fun. You were like a lot of outdoors stuff. Look at the outside here. Okay. Let me pull one more clarifier. We'll do this with the Witch's Tarot for the recent past. Clarify the sun and the forest. Oracle card, please show me. There's still, you guys are heavy up each other's asses if this is a person that you're dealing with. So this is the card. I didn't even actually see it. The Chariot, forward movement. So something looked good. There was forward movement in regards to it. Okay, it looked really good. There was forward movement with the Chariot, because the Chariot's all about forward movement. It also could be Cancer energy. Chariot to Cancer. And but whatever is going on, there's some kind of obsessive toxicity, something that needed to be fixed. And with all of this, it's not telling me much else other than, you know, and the star is all about, you know, all about positivity as well. Hang on a minute. I don't know why we're getting so many positive cards with a devil card, so I'm trying to figure out what that story is about. So let me see if I get any messages that come in for this. Okay, I'm not getting anything right now. So let's go ahead in the mind of the reading. We've got the Ace of Wands. It's a passionate offer. Okay. It's also the most phallic card, if you can get a little gander of that. Let's offering someone. So some of you Aries are thinking about offering a passionate beginning. because an Ace of Wands is all about passionate beginnings. I get, like, most of you guys, this is going to be, unless you're wanting to offer someone a job, like, but this isn't even a pentacle, so it's more along the lines of, like, this is more about, like, somebody's coming in, they're offering this phallic symbol here, which is typical in tarot. With the Ace of Wands, it's not typical that that's the case. So somebody's offering that passion to someone else, okay? So let's clarify it. I'm going to do it with the Morgan Greer. So what's up with this Ace of Wands? Please show me. Show me where we have the Ace of Wands for Aries 15th to the 30th. Please show me where we have the Ace of Wands. Chariot. It's the second Chariot you guys got in this deck, or in this spread. Let's see, Chariot. Again, Cancer energy. Someone with Cancer in their chart. Or forward movement in regards to a passionate new beginning, okay? It's just that I can't read it any other way than it is. So, some of you guys, it's a job thing. Some of you guys might have been offered something. Again, everybody's getting offered jobs and moving out of state. That's for 25% of you guys. For most of you guys, I feel like this is heavy relationship energy. Do keep in mind that we are in a retrograde, so if you're going to make this offer, probably wait until we're not in a retrograde, because anything that happens during a retrograde, contracts, whether or not you sign them, if you don't have to sign anything, don't sign it, because it will always revert back. So if you're planning on getting out of this cycle, maybe keep this in mind. You know, it doesn't mean don't disclose, don't reach out if you're planning on reaching out to someone. It just means maybe don't make that commitment or make that agreement or sign anything if you can help it until after you can discuss it and be like, oh yeah, that sounds great. Most people are gonna be like, whatever, this person doesn't want to sign anything because of the retrograde. What the hell? Look, if you've been a victim of a Mercury retrograde or any kind of a retrograde, you'll know that this is actually definitely heavy energy that you don't want to, it's just better not to do it until after, okay? So keep that in mind. I was going to do a clarifier, but I'm not. But let's go ahead and look at what's going on with the root. So there's options, okay? So this is the root of a situation that hasn't quite sprout, okay? It's just there, it's just the seedling. But there's a lot of options, there are a lot of choices, and I think that there's a lot of choices that you're kind of pondering on, right? You're like, well, what choices do I have? I've got a lot of different options. This could be options in people, women, jobs, you know, things you want to buy, depending on if, you know, what's going on. But you might feel like no matter, okay, this is what I'm hearing. No matter how many options that you have, there's a difference between those options and the option of the past, okay? The feeling of this situation. Okay, and then that purple rain is just plain, it's still. So whoever, strong energy with that. I have no idea. But listen to that. If you resonate with this, listen to Purple Rain, and if you don't know the lyrics, like the lyrics might resonate with you. I can only hear certain bits of it, but I haven't listened, like I haven't heard that song in years. So I'm going to do a follow-up for the 7. 73 might stand out for some reason. What's up with this? Cups for Aries. Nobody feels the same. Nothing feels the same. For those of you that are listening for that purpose, what's up? 7 of Cups, please. You're thinking about your options. Like, you have options. There are options here. You're thinking about those options. This is at the root, okay? You're thinking about those options. 7 of Cups, please. Could also have to do with a water sign person. Heavy Cancer for a lot of you guys, okay? Here's the King of Cups, Cancer energy. Chariot, Cancer energy. Chariot, Cancer energy. Then we got Leo. All over the place. Y'all, most of you guys are dealing with a Leo or a Cancer. Okay. You also might want to be coming in you know, like a King of Cups. Aries. So that the King of Cups, he has his shit together emotionally. He's got it figured out. He's taken the time that he needs. His emotions are now balanced because they weren't in the past. They were all over the place. So this man it's a Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces person, or the energy of that. Okay, if you're Aries and you have Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Water, then this could definitely be heavy on you. Be heavily you. So keep that in mind. All right, let's do a follow-up with that. Oracle. If I'm getting two different stories, I like to pull more Oracle cards because I want to be able to get as much info as I can so I can help you guys out for the month. Set with this King of Cups and the Seven of Cups, please show me. Stillness. See, you guys are just sitting there thinking. This is at the root. It hasn't sprouted at all. Lake. Some of you guys, a lake might be significant. Okay. But stillness. Okay. So you're just looking at your options. If you guys are wanting to make an offer to someone, I'm pretty sure I said this in your monthly actually as well. If you haven't seen my September, go ahead and check that out for Aries. If you're wanting to make this passionate offer and move forward, be very, very, very aware that if you have options and you're even considering any of these options, you know, like any of these options, other than the one option that you've been thinking about, the person that you've wanting to make the offer to, whether that's going to be heavy Leo energy or heavy Cancer energy. Okay, if you're going to make that offer, be sure that these options are no longer an option. Does that make sense? Like, don't go in offering something if you have options. If you're thinking about, well, there's all the other people or other situations or other things that maybe I might have, you know. You might just be overwhelmed. You may have just been overwhelmed with a lot that was going on with all the, you know, this could also be, because of Cups, I would have to say that a lot of it's emotional. A lot of it has to do with offers of love and stuff like that. But for those of you who it's not the case, and this is just having to do with maybe you're overwhelmed, you got a lot going on at work, you're traveling, you're doing this, you're doing that, you're going here, you're going there. There's a lot of fast movement. I keep seeing trains and stuff like that. Like not toy trains, like big ass trains where like you're on a train. Some of you guys, especially those of you, something's going on with Netherlands. So if you live in Netherlands, you may have taken a train. You may be taking a train. Oh my God, you're taking a train. You're literally totally taking a train. So you're taking a train to offer this passionate new beginning with someone. Heavy Aries, heavy Cancer energy. Okay. Some of you guys, a lake might be somewhere that you are wanting to meet. That might be the place. I'm hearing, okay, this is the thing. Some of you guys had a place. So you went to, like, you had this place. And this is the most romantic thing I've ever seen. But, like, not ever, but look, like, some of you guys had a previous partner for whatever reason, and there's some kind of a toxicity to it, which I still don't get. I'll have to figure that out shortly. I do want to get more into that, but I want to get the rest of the reading kind of zipped away. Some of you guys, the lake that you used to meet this person at, or you will meet this person at, whatever this lake stillness thing is, some of you guys are sitting in the energy, okay? And it could be both. If you are taking a train in Netherlands, because somebody is, Rebecca is taking the train, or it's in regards to somebody named Rebecca. You used to go to a lake with this person, like constantly, like a really pretty lake, and there were like birds, and like it was just like something literally like kind of how looks like it's just right out of a movie. And you would just go to this, it was like a romantic date thing that you guys kind of did like more than once, like you would do it often. Communication, it keeps coming in. Something about not communicating. There's something that's not. There's a big miscommunication. Because I'm seeing a fight. Like, people just fighting. Like, and they're listening, but they're not listening. And both people aren't listening to the other person. They're listening, but they're not hearing the other person. They're not. So, okay. And I'm hearing, like, you can talk to someone all day and explain something to them, but if they're not comprehending what is being said, then it negates the whole conversation. Okay. And that's what I'm feeling for the Devil energy largely. Okay. Also, some of you guys could have been dealing with some kind of an addictive behavior, or your partner. Some of you guys, it's your partner's dealing. It's a pill. It's a situation. It's a pill. It's not. There's nobody's like really. I mean, there may be somebody's out there using heroin and something like that, but there's pills. Hang on just a second. Okay, whoever Harry was, Harry passed away. I'm totally getting that 100% now. And he passed away from overdosing on pills. A lot of different kinds of pills. I'm hearing Oxycontin. Sorry, whoever that is, because it's like, how are you going to make this passionate offer when that happened? Perhaps maybe Harry passed away and then you met this new person and you're having something similar happening and you don't want to be in that relationship because you have had that past experience. Also, for those of you that are having communication issues, I'm hearing that too, like what you're experiencing and your reaction to a situation that caused this to end in the past. If this is something largely, if I do hear that this has ended for some people in the past, especially with the star, like paired with the star card. So with that, some of it was just that there was a miscommunication. I just keep hearing, okay, I lost it. All I hear is like miscommunication. There was a miscommunication. Somebody didn't communicate about something. Somebody didn't understand something. Okay. Okay, so let's continue. So, with the Two of Pentacles is what we have in the near future. It's a balance. It's making decisions. Making a decision in regards to something. It could be financial. For those of you that are only resonating with the work aspect of this, you're deciding whether or not the money that you make is worth what you have to go through. There's the water behind, so it could be in regards to, obviously most of us have emotion of some sort tied into our finances, right? To what we're doing for a living. You might be deciding whether, between two different earth sign people, because these are both pentacles. There's somebody with earth in their chart. Earth, Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus. Okay. All right. So let's do a clarifier for that, and I'm going to use the zombie. Why the Two of Pentacles for the near future for Aries? What's going on? Clarify that for me, please. Two of Pentacles, Aries. This card wants to fly way out. Magician, manifest it. Sit and meditate. Some of you are saving money. You're wanting to save money. Some of you want to move, but you're not really quite. You don't know where to go. You don't know what to do. Like, you feel like you want to move and you want to move forward with something, but you don't know how. So with the Magician, take the time that you need to sit and be on your own and make a list. Okay, so make a list. This is what I'm hearing. Make a list. I've told somebody else this too, of the pros and the cons of the situation that you're wanting to bring back into your life, or what if you're wanting to leave a job or change a job or choose a person or whatever, and put the pro, the con. And if you're dealing with more than one person, put the pro, the con. If you're dealing with a job, pro, con. Moving, same thing. Okay. All right, and then find the common denominator between all of those things and decide for yourself. Okay, but as you're doing that, manifest it. So once you're finished and you've created your skeleton essentially of what it is that you want, then look over it, you know, kind of deductive reasoning, right? Kind of use that. And then once you're able to do that, then you'll focus in, like with the magician, in order to bring to fruition what it is that you'd like, okay? So there's that. Okay. And then in the position of how you are feeling is the King of Swords. So you are feeling pretty logical. You're feeling really balanced. You got your shit together. This guy's never... you want freedom. But see how there's two birds? So you want freedom, but you want freedom with someone. You want a partner that with freedom. Okay, you want to be able to be free with that other bird. See how they're flying there? Some of you don't feel for some reason that you had freedom with somebody for a while. But that's what you're wanting. That might even be like what you're manifesting, is to have that freedom. You may have felt like you worked too much, too. That might have been the devil. Is that there's too much working happening in order for you to have that balance that you need. In order for you to have what it is that you wanted to manifest, okay? For those of you guys. So there you are. You're in your power there, which is good. That's nice and logical. Sometimes Aries especially, or like not all fire signs, but most fire sign people, you can get into, and I'm a Sagittarius Venus, so I kind of get the whole fiery thing for sure. But the thing is that you can get really like fiery immediately. Like your fuse can just kind of blow up at any minute, but you're not really in that way. You know, for the rest of September, you're kind of feeling more logical, more like things are starting to make sense. Things are starting, again, with that Tetris, like things are starting to fall into place. And you're starting to feel a lot more calm and logical, okay? So, and you're understanding a little bit more about what's going on in the situation, okay? You're able to stand, so you're able to stand back and kind of observe, oh my gosh, observe with a V. You're able to observe your life as if you were looking out, you know, looking through a window and on your life to kind of see exactly what was going on. And you're able to observe how you were, your actions, and what put you where you are, okay? And then in the position of, so this is how, so this is going to be in the position of how people see you, okay? So this has been a card that's also been coming up. It's the Nine of Wands. Okay, so they see you as standoffish. You're not really open to things. You're not, you know, you're probably because you're sitting here in your power and you're not really talking about what it is that you would like to talk about. So you're just taking the time that you need. You're standoffish. You're not super trustworthy with everybody all the time. He's not really the most open person. If you saw him on the street, you'd be like, okay, well, he's going through some shit, so I'm just going to leave them alone. You know, so people are kind of trying to stay out of your way. That's how people are seeing you in the month of September, from the 15th to the 30th. Now, in your hopes and fears, there's an offer of love with the King of Cups, or Knight of Cups, excuse me. That's again going to be Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, or this is again might be how you're feeling, because here we are with that King energy at the bottom, if you remember. Okay, when we had all these options. All right. So you might want to come in and offer your cup to somebody, okay? Or you're hoping somebody comes in and offers their cup to you. Again, this could be, if it's a Cancer, this is probably the Cancer person coming in to offer this. If it's any other sign, it's probably going to be you. That's what I'm hearing. So here at the, I feel like I'm channeling something on really quick. Robert. I feel like I already talked about Robert. Somebody named Robert. Robert wants to, okay, so somebody named Robert wants to offer his cup. Okay. If you're watching, Robert, maybe that's a good sign, I guess. But it just interrupted like the whole process. It was like, Robert. 1 second. Wisconsin, New Hampshire, Dover, Maine. What about Dover, Maine? Anything? Trees, hummingbird. Yeah, the most random stuff. But it's gonna resonate with somebody, so I gotta say it. Hummingbird. Some of you are taking a ferry. Some of you are annoyed that you have to take a ferry. You're like, oh, now I have to go to work and take the ferry. But you weren't going to have to do that previously. Something like that. Or you're going to be taking a ferry to see someone. Some of you guys, like, if you're coming back to a person, there's going to be some grand gesture of, like, of romance on one person's end for some of you guys. Okay. Now in the outcome, we've got the Judgment card. And so the Judgment card is, of course, you know, somebody's making a judgment. You're using your best judgment, I believe, in the situation here. In regards to how am I going to proceed, okay? If you're going to be the person that's going to be making this offer, how are you going to proceed? Okay. And you're making that judgment. Okay. So let me pull some follow-ups to that. I'm going to do some good bit of follow-ups. So show me why we got the Judgment for Aries. Just for the outcome. I'm getting a couple different stories. Meet me under the oak tree. Okay. Some of you guys. This is like, that was funny because that was more like an older couple. Somebody's saying, meet me under the oak tree. Somebody went to an oak tree. I think that might actually have to do with something to do with this, a lake. You sat under an oak tree by a lake. It's cute. What's up with this Judgment card, please? Show me for Aries, 15th to 30th. Don't do this to me again. That's what I heard. This is a thing, before I continue, and I did say this in the September reading overall, because I remember it clearly. Do not offer anything unless you're going to stay. Don't offer this. Don't offer this if you haven't cleaned up the shit. If there's shit still somewhere, and there's no offer, you can't offer something when it's just going to be the same shit. Okay? So something needs to change. Okay? So that whatever caused this to happen, this situation where there was something where there's not really any, there was this forward movement and there wasn't really anything going on. If you offer that again, you're going to get the same exact cycle. And it could be a cycle that happens more than once. You could experience this 6, 7, 8 times, 9 times, 10 times. You know, where it's like off, on, off, on, off, on, and it's not helpful, and you're not growing. Where's the progress in that, right? Okay, so if you're going to come back and offer this wand and this forward movement, okay, to like this, like I said, heavy Cancer, heavy Leo. Okay, there's not really anybody else in here, unless we want to say maybe it's a Pisces or a Scorpio for some people, because this could be any of those, any Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. Okay. No other energies here. Do not put somebody in a situation where you're going to bring them back into your energy, and don't let them do that to you unless you are solid. Okay. Make sure that all this is taken care of. And keep in this energy, okay? Because this is the good, logical, very fair, very structured, very calm, very decided, taking their time kind of energy. All right? So, what's the, I just had to put all of that down. What's the, give me a follow-up for the Judgment card, please, for Aries. 15th, 30th. New York City. Somebody's wanting to go to New York City. They're going to be doing something, this grand gesture might be for some of you. Somewhere in New York City. Alright, so we've got the 9 of Pentacles for that. And what else? We're going to do a Zombie Tarot. Show me. Wheel of Fortune. Okay. Witch's Tarot. Show me. What's the message for Aries with the outcome? Outcome. Aries. Judgment, please. It's the story, High Priestess. Okay, use your intuition. And let's give me an oracle. Aries. Welcome for judgment. Show me. 15th to 30th, please show me. Okay. Oh, well, they all fell out. So much I want to say. That's what I just heard. We're not going to count those because I just lost like half the deck. So we're going to do it again. Aries, chill. That energy, chill. Also, the devil is Capricorn energy, so you may be dealing with Capricorn as well. I think I said that earlier. Okay, slow your roll. Surprised we don't have any communication. You might not even... some of you guys might not even be moving on anything in the month of September. You might just be still sitting in that energy, trying to figure out how to do it, how to come out and communicate. Okay? Because I don't really see an offer. It's in the brain, so it's not action. You're still balancing here and manifesting. Okay? So show me Oracle for Aries, please. 15th to 30th. Shape shifting. Okay, so there's change. Change. Alright. You might not be making a decision because there's change. There's change that's happening. But clouds, that means that things aren't all the way clear yet, right? So there's still something that's not clear. You use your intuition with the High Priestess here. It's also Sagittarian energy. Okay. Wheel of Fortune, there's going to be some forward movement at some point in time, but this is the outcome, so this might be happening. I'm hearing like October 13th, October 7th, 8th, 17th, 14th. Keep those dates in mind. Probably not in September, though. Okay, Wheel of Fortune, forward movement. Also, some people might be getting a good bit of money coming in as well. We've also got the Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles look great. It's a good bit of abundance, money, stuff like that. Goes hand in hand with this Wheel of Fortune, okay? Some of you guys, honestly, there's somebody who might be going somewhere, moving somewhere to make more money. To do something that will give you more money. And there we go. There's the Judgment. So that's in regards to, like I said, clouds, this shape shifting, the Wheel of Fortune, the Nine of Pentacles, the High Priestess. This is all about using your intuition. Okay? So you might come in when you're intuitively led to do so. Anyway, thanks guys. That's awesome. That's a lot of shit going on. Take the time that you need. I love you guys. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your month. Thanks.